What's going on, guys? Back again with Impact Society. And I have a special guest today, and we're going to be talking about those who are getting into the music industry and how that, impacts you as an artist when you're needing to learn about money. So we're going to have that conversation. We got a special guest named J.O., and get ready and stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Here we are, Impact Society. Are y'all ready? We have a special guest today. I'm excited to introduce this young man right here. I say young man, he's older than me, but he's young at heart, right? And we're going to be having a conversation today because he's in the music industry, right? He was in the music industry for, how long were you in the music industry?
20 plus.
20 plus years. So that means you're a veteran, for sure.
Yeah.
And his name is J.O. You want to introduce yourself real quick to the audience and let them know who you are?
I'm J.O. I've been in the music industry over 20 years. I've seen and done a lot in the industry, and I've seen a lot of mistakes made, and that's why I'm happy to come on this podcast so we can kind of,
Shed some light.
bridge the gap.
That's right. And you've managed artists or helped artists like Hurricane Chris, right?
Yeah, I was with him for a long time.
Awesome. So let's get started. How did you even get into that industry in the first place? Is it a family business? You have people
Strictly
around?
passion.
Strictly passion. All right.
I had a passion for the music.
Okay.
I tried all the avenues, just like everybody.
Okay.
I started with trying to rap in high school. That didn't work.
Okay.
Make some beats. That didn't work. I ended up doing the business side of it.
Okay.
Because I thrilled off that more than anything.
Gotcha. Did you start off as a promoter or anything? Or
Absolutely. I did club promotions for, 6-7 years.
Okay.
I started, if you're from Dallas, then you know Clout Records.
Okay.
We had a good run. We got a deal with E1,
Okay.
a subsidiary of MCA. Got $1 million deal with them.
Okay, nice.
So, that opened some doors, and it led us to a lot of different avenues. And I met a lot of people.
All right.
So
now the reason I wanted to bring you on the podcast is because, growing up where I'm from, there's only a couple ways out of the bad neighborhoods, right?
Absolutely.
Music,
yeah,
or you're an athlete. That's what that's what they tell us, at least.
Right.
And as we become older, we've learned there's definitely way more avenues. They just never shed light on those avenues. And so I want to get people educated financially. I want to empower them with resources. I want to show them, if they are going to chase those passions, what they need to know before they go down that route.
Right.
All right. So as somebody that's been in the music industry, what are some of the downsides of that industry that you've seen with artists? Like, man, should they have had a better, they don't know how to negotiate these deals. Like, there's a lot that comes at these artists really quickly.
I would say the downside is they pretty much focus on their craft more than the money.
Okay.
They don't realize that their money is the expenses, the overtime. Now you want to look like an artist, be an artist, spend all this money, but at the end of the day, when your song don't hit,
yeah,
you're stuck, in zero.
It's funny because I see, I'm 40, and a lot of these artists that were when I was 20 and 15, they no longer have those chains. They no longer have that. They've decided that the financial security in their older ages of in the industry does not look like when they were younger, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And so, talk on that a little bit.
Because of the financial literacy. That's why we're here today. A lot of them spend money, just spend. And that's what it looks like. It looks fun. I want to spend. But at the end of the day, when the next record doesn't hit, you're stuck trying to figure out where can I get some money from.
So these rappers and stuff, they think that it's unlimited money. Like, they're going to keep giving me more money.
Thinks it never stops.
And so when that initial record deal strikes, what is that money for?
An initial record deal is for marketing and promoting.
Okay. It's not for them to go buy
Absolutely
and
not.
take vacations and go buy unlimited cannabis and ball out and spend it on all their friends. But they do, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you see them trying to take their friends, and everybody, once you hit it, now all of a sudden he's going to buy me a house. He's going to buy me a car. He's going to get me out of the hood with him.
Right. Well, when you go from having, you know, a couple $1,000s or no money, for instance, to having 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, $100,000, now you're like, oh, it's going to keep coming like this. And they're not even looking at the long term of it.
Right.
So they're spending.
Right. Were you always financially literate?
I would say that's how I end up doing the business side of it,
Okay.
because I managed all the money.
Right. Gotcha.
So that I kind of understood that we don't need to be doing this, we don't need to be doing that.
Yeah.
But it's the artist's money. I can only do what, what he wants to do.
So there's a lot of, conspiracy, I guess you want to call it. A couple of rappers passed away recently. Young Dolph, a couple of other artists. And I was watching an article or reading an article about how Empire Records gets life insurance on all of these artists. Have you heard about that?
Absolutely. Not just them, but all the labels.
All the
If you
labels,
sign to a major label, they got an insurance policy on you.
Unpack that for me.
It's a stranger insurance policy.
Okay.
Which means if something happens to this artist while we're putting our money into him, we're going to get our money back
Okay.
through insurance.
Okay. And it's crazy because, they don't tell the rapper to do it.
No, they don't even know about it.
The rappers don't know about it.
No,
Okay.
they don't know nothing about it.
So it's like a Stoli, stranger-owned life insurance.
Absolutely. That's
Or
exactly what it
IOLI.
is.
There's an IOLI, which is an investor-owned life insurance.
Those two.
And so, as a business owner, we have key man policies where we get life insurance on each other in case that key person's not there.
Yeah,
It's a similar
exactly.
situation, right?
Yeah.
And it's crazy how these artists get these, or I should say these companies buy life insurance on them, and they know the money game, but they won't teach the money game. So these guys are getting all this money, and then they blow it, or they pass away, and then now all their stuff is in, probate. I looked at Michael Jackson's estate is in probate.
Prince.
Prince's estate,
Chadwick.
Aretha
What's
Franklin.
Chadwick.
Yep.
It can go down the list.
And it's sad, man, and that's why I want to talk with you today to for all the listeners that are out there, because I want you to be properly prepared. If an opportunity comes to you where you're going to be able to change your life financially, you need to make sure that you're going to have the right person in your corner. Are those guys available in the industry, or do you have to go find them? Nobody's putting them in front of you, or
Nah.
no?
No, I have to go find them.
Gotcha.
I mean, the people that's in the industry, it's a small circle. Believe it or not, it seems large because they're speaking to the masses, but it's actually a really, really small circle.
Okay.
So,
Few group of people controlling everything.
absolutely.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
And it's funny you say that because I said that a long time ago. I watched how hip hop has changed, and we used to go from preaching to the people about all the negatives to now people are boasting about all the negatives,
Yep.
right? And I really look at that shift happening probably around the '90s when they bought out hip hop.
Well, it's design.
Okay,
Hip hop
Okay.
is about design.
okay,
The major labels put out what they want to put out because they have control. If they don't like what you're putting out, if it's a positive message, they don't want it because it won't sell. So they're looking at the dollar signs. I get it, but I don't get it. Because if you put that same push behind the positive message, then you get the same results.
because at the end of the day, it's just marketing, right?
Absolutely.
And people are gonna.
I
eat
could
whatever
really
you
go
feed-
deep, but I'm gonna
Shoot, let's go deep. Let's
I
go
could
deep.
really go deep
Let's go
because
deep.
the private prisons are owned by some of the people that own the record labels.
So they need more prisoners, so they need the music to lead them into the prison system.
Lead the society into the prison system.
Hey, did you know that also they look at fourth grade to know how many prisons they need to build?
I never knew that, but that's good
They
knowledge.
look at the fourth grade statistics, and looking at the grades and how many times these kids are absent to kind of get a ratio
Yeah.
of how many prisons they need to build so that they have a house ready for you.
Absolutely.
And we
Programming.
fall for it.
It's programming.
It's programming. I love the music industry. At one point, I was almost in the music industry. I do have a YouTube video out there with a song I did a long time ago. But what really changed me, and I kind of left music because of this, actually, because I read how Lucifer was the praise leader in heaven. And when he was cast out, I look at, music as one thing that can bring us all together. Like I don't have to know what Nigerian song or Korean songs but the beat and the tempo and it'll unite us. I don't have to know what it means, but we're in there like because there's some Hispanic songs I really like. I don't know what it means.
Sounds good.
But it sounds good.
Feels good.
It feels good.
It's a feeling.
And so I look at music as a way. It's the only thing that doesn't need your conscious to give it permission.
Absolutely.
It goes straight into the subconscious. And to me, that's like scary because people are getting programmed by their music and they don't even realize it.
No. They've been controlling society for a long time. So, of course, I could do it through music. I can make you feel a certain way, give you subconscious messages in the background to make you not even know what you're doing.
How do we gain control? How do we take it back? Is there a way? Is it possible?
Unity.
Okay. Unity.
I would say unity. We would all have to get, at least a large number of people would have to get on the same page to even make an impact. And that's like anything. It's like a protest. You need a large number of people to do something positive to make an impact.
I also think that we need to be able to build a tribe behind a message. That's why I built
I agree.
the Impact Society, right? That came to me to bring into fruition all of what I've been working on over the last 20 years to bring impact. Matter of fact, I had a guy on the podcast earlier, and he says, I'm packed. You're having a pact within yourself.
Yes.
Right? And it took 20 years to get where I'm at currently. But what I'm building is to invite people to this tribe.
Okay.
And that tribe that I'm building is we need a financial revolution. We need a not only financial revolution, we need a cultural revolution to decide that we're going to raise the bar.
I agree.
I'm looking at like how they're perverting our young kids, and I mean, man, these youngsters don't have any.
No, when you like you say, you're 40. So when we were growing up, the stuff we see on TV was not allowed. You
At
had
all.
to stay up late.
Yeah, yeah,
To even watch something even close to it.
yeah,
But now it's everywhere.
yeah. I remember what was that song, Tip Drill?
Tip drill.
You had to wait until that what was
box.
that? It came on in the middle of the night to see him go swipe that credit card down her crack.
Yeah.
It wasn't allowed on the time when everybody's watching TV, but today
It's everywhere.
it's everywhere. Plastered everywhere.
Everything is okay.
Yeah.
That's what I always say. Today, everything is okay.
And we have to raise that standard. And so what I'm inviting everybody to, the word society means a collective of people who have the same thought or motive or what they want to do.
Right.
It doesn't have to be that they're all in the same place.
Right.
The society that they want to participate in and the one that we're creating is to be impactful. So you've been in the music industry for over 20 years. What kind of impact are you looking to bring, and how are you currently right now solving some of those issues that you see in the music industry?
I got into the financial literacy industry
Okay.
recently
Okay.
because I've seen a lot of money that didn't go nowhere. That just poof, disappeared.
Okay.
So now I'm like, okay, if we get that advance, why not put it into something that's going to sit back and grow instead of sitting it in the bank, in the shoebox, at the house, in the safe,
Right.
sit it in something that's going to grow. Because I've seen this money sitting sitting around, a lot of money made, but nothing to do with it. And it wasn't growing. It was going out the window. Of course, they're making money doing shows, but at the end of the day, when those shows stop,
Right.
the money stopped.
Right.
We were on to the next album, the next record.
Have you done any cool things with financial services yet? Like when I say cool things, Master P. He was at one of our conferences years ago, but I had already read the article about how he had paid like $100,000 to have 1 hour with Michael Jackson's attorney. Michael Jackson told him, go start your company, get life insurance on everybody, and you'll be able to use that to go start a record company.
I can
Right?
believe
Did you ever hear about that story?
No, I didn't hear that story.
So he did that, and I think I want to say one of the brothers or something passed away, but he also used the death benefits to go out and get a loan.
Kevin Miller.
Right?
So he used that.
Yes.
And his grandfather died.
Right.
He used that money.
He said Master P said the only man that was allowed in the hood and nobody said anything was an insurance man. because he's probably bringing a check.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was crazy how that he said that Waka Flocka did a interview with DJ Academics years ago.
I seen that one.
You saw that one?
Yes.
Okay, unpack that one.
Yeah, he valid points all the way through.
Okay.
He brought a lot of light. I wish people would have took heed to what he was saying, but he brought a lot of light to what was really going on in the industry. And Waka Flocka mom is Deb,
Okay.
and they call her Mama Deb, and she is really, really sharp
Okay.
as far as business goes. She's really, really sharp, and she knows she knows. And so thank God she taught him. That's why he's not being impacted by the failing of the music industry.
Gotcha. Yeah, so he got on DJ Academic, said, man, I'm gonna miss some life insurance and throw $2 million in there, and he'll never go broke ever again, because he essentially became his bank after he took that record deal money and put it in his policy.
That was the smartest thing he could have done. Because once you can borrow against it.
And I'm hoping that we can get everybody educated on how this actually works.
I'm with you. That's
Right.
the reason I got in it. Okay, I'm gonna take you back
All right.
to how I got in the industry.
All right, bet.
So I was talking to my buddy one day. We went and had some cigars, and he was we grew up together in the same neighborhood.
Okay.
So we had cigars, and he was like, "Yeah, I've been seeing you do your thing, all over the years." He was like, "You need to go meet Matt."
Okay.
So he took me to meet Matt Sapala.
Okay.
Me and Matt sat and talked for about an hour and a half. Probably an hour and a half. Matt was wild by my old life. And I told him, I'm here to bridge the gap and to teach those guys that I seen, and not just those guys, but the up and coming guys, what to do with their money. Because I've seen all this money wasted. Show money. We could do 20 shows at 20,000 a piece. Now we got 400 grand. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just sitting there.
Right.
Nobody's doing nothing with it.
So how do you get involved with these guys? How can we get involved with the youth or whoever's trying to be, because it's not all youth trying to, get in music. Sometimes we're late bloomers.
Right.
20 and 30-year-olds getting in the music industry. It's funny, I'm watching one of my favorite rappers right now is a guy named Don Tripp.
I love him.
Man.
I love it.
Shout out to Don Tripp.
You're right.
Man. But he's older. I think he's around 40.
Yeah.
Getting in the music industry. I mean, he's been in the music industry, but he's really starting to gain a name now at 40. But what my original question though is how can we reach these guys younger because once you're in the industry, man, it's so hard to get a hold of these guys, and they're already getting a lifestyle where they're used to spending all this money. And how do we get them financially literate before then?
I don't think it's hard to really get to them, because I can reach a lot of people.
Okay.
I can almost touch anyone I want to touch.
Okay.
Getting the message across is not going to just take me. It's going to take me with proof.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like some guys like you and, other guys, Matt and other people, to say, hey, look here, this is what you need to be doing.
Right.
It's going to take some heavyweights, somebody that they look up to, like they would consider me an OG in their eyes.
Right.
Because, I'm the big homie. But they would listen to me, but I would need some more foundation to make those messages go across, like yourself, like other people, to make those messages actually stick and get them to understand, to make the move on it. And then you got to watch the crowd that they're around, because I've seen a lot of people that's around these artists that are the diseases.
Training them.
And just bad for them. They think we just living. But you don't live until you live.
Right. Ooh, we don't live until you live.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who said, I want to say it was Jim Rohn. He said most people die in their 20s, but don't get buried until their 60s.
Absolutely.
Right.
Their soul.
And man, again, I'm going back to it, that we have this new generation coming out. I want to get in front of them. We're in the business of financial literacy.
Absolutely.
The most overlooked and underserved part of America is the Black and brown community when it comes to financial literacy.
Yes.
The reason that our movement and who we're part of is booming, we're growing so fast, is because we've decided to reach that that demographic, right? Unpack that for me as to how you currently are going out there and reaching your community.
I started with my close circle,
Okay.
and then my close circle branched off into the artists. You know, I'm like I said, I just got in it because I understand. I studied it for a year before
Okay.
I even got in it.
Okay.
I made sure that I knew exactly what I was doing and why I was doing it.
Gotcha.
Now it all makes sense to me. So my plan is similar to yours. You have your podcast. Mine is just personally reach these people that's just sitting on this money,
Gotcha.
making money. And, you know, some of them I can reach the younger guys like Head Honcho Amir, the New Dallas, you know, the little group, Zillionaire Doe. Well, I know
'Cause I know
his dad.
Hey, shout out to Zillionaire, man. That
Shout out to
dude's
Zillionaire.
booming right
Big
now
X
too.
the plug, Head Honcho Amir. Shout out to y'all.
And Big
Y'all
X
really
knows
doing
me
your
too.
thing.
We've done a couple things with Big X, so
Yeah.
awesome.
So the thing about it, I would love to get those guys in understanding the financial literacy for the long term, because music don't last forever.
See, and that's why I love reaching out to anybody who has already a platform like those artists, because we can leverage that. I had a guy on a podcast, we were talking about NIL deals, right?
Okay.
NIL means name, image, and likeness.
Absolutely.
And that's what athletes are now able to get paid for, monetize their
college,
name,
yeah.
image, and likeness. Before, it wasn't like that. When you and I were growing up, college guys wasn't getting an NIL deal.
That's why they were playing
all
so
the
hard.
Yeah, exactly. And then all the money was going to the colleges.
Yeah.
And eventually we got wise and said, "Hey man, we have to get that control back." And now they're paying these athletes. That being said, before you ever make it as an artist, you already have, or you're at least building a name, image, and likeness. Now you're not going to get an NIL deal necessarily in the music industry. But I'm a firm believer that you are the product. You're a walking, talking billboard.
Yes.
And because of that, you should treat yourself like a business, like the product. And I mean, who runs a business and doesn't understand money?
A lot of people. A lot of them. And I preach that a lot. You are a business. You need to treat yourself as a business. You're not a person. Your person is your government name.
That's right.
Your business is your entertainment name or your athlete name. I preach that a lot. So a lot of people I come in contact with.
Hey, man, matter of fact, I'm going to give you some game right now. There was a book that I read called Ink Yourself. And Ink Yourself is basically you need to incorporate your name.
Yeah.
That way nobody can make money off of you without your permission, or you could turn around and sue them.
Yeah.
Right?
Because I've seen a lot
they
of
need
contracts.
they need to present these contracts if they want to use your name.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you don't know this, they can get away with it.
Oh, they've been getting away with it.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
in the music industry, if those contracts are deep.
Okay.
And you got to know them word for word, have understanding. It's good to get a lawyer. Thank God I learned how to read them and understand them, because that's why a lot of people change their name as rappers, because somebody else owns that other name.
Got you.
You know,
You know the thing about legalese, which is the legal language, it looks like English, but words that you think are what you think are not what you think.
No.
We were having a conversation with I don't know if you know Johnny Wimbrey, but he said that, did you know that most other countries they can't even translate the word try. Try is a English, we use that word in America.
right.
But it can't even be translated in other countries because there's no such thing as try. You either do or you don't.
Right.
Ain't that weird? And so we have a language called legalese. So you have English, but we have legalese, which is another language that you have to know this because it's on your contract. It's not English. We're reading English, but it's legalese on that paperwork.
Yeah. Because the terminology and the wordplay, very important. Very important. You can have one sentence that looks like, okay, I'm a fly right, but it could be it could be put in a different term that say, okay, if you don't say I'm a fly right, you're not going to fly right. And it'll just be that simple. A few words can change the whole dynamic of the sentence you just read.
I've never actually seen one of those contracts, but somebody was telling me like in an artist contract, it's something like in perpetuity,
Yeah.
like forever we own this name or something like that, and like in perpetuity and above and below,
anywhere in the
and
universe.
everyone in the everywhere in the universe.
Everywhere in the likeness of your name, I get a percentage of anywhere in the universe. They use that in all the contracts.
Oh, man. Can you imagine?
So if you go to Mars,
so you're I know, right? So you think, oh, I'm just from my neighborhood, or oh, we just in America, and they're over here writing in perpetuity, in everywhere in the universe. And see, guys, this is why you need to know what you're about to get into. And if you don't know who to contact, man, reach out to Impact Society. We'll plug you in with somebody such as this man right here, J.O., who can show you how to read that contract and show you what
definitely.
to do. Because, man, you do not want to be out there on your, by yourself. Robert Kiyosaki said he loves to see these guys come out of college and think that they could take the business world on individually. He said, because when they show up at the business table and they're just by themselves, I show up with my whole team and we crush them.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I used to have in my office above my headboard, it said team. Together, everyone accomplishes more. I don't believe in doing anything by myself.
There's
I
no way.
believe in a team
Nobody-
because I want to stay focused on my lane. I grew up playing basketball. I'm a great point guard, but I love to find great shooting guards, great power forwards, great centers. Why? Because trust me, buddy, I'm getting you that ball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drive, collapse the defense. Be ready, because that ball is gonna find you, and it might come through a little seam, but I'm getting that ball to you, right? Because if I try to do it by myself, man, I'm only 5'10" on a good day, 5'9".
That's what
now
makes
that
you a
I'm
good leader.
I
That's
know.
what made you a good leader.
Was
Being a point guard.
yeah,
You were technically the quarterback.
yeah, that's it.
You're a good leader, so you know you got to be able to delegate. You got to be able to direct.
That's right.
And so it just goes into different aspects of life, and here you are today.
Yeah,
And that's what we're trying to do. Like me, I went to the management. So I had to manage the whole crew and the projects, and it made me a good leader. And that's why I feel like being in the financial industry, we can actually impact and direct people to a certain level and certain ways to accomplish things that, of course, we didn't know nothing about.
absolutely. I've talked about it before, how I want to recreate Black Wall Streets all over again. And Black Wall Street came because they understood financial literacy.
They did.
And life insurance was the foundation. Then your community can become their own bank, and then you can start acquiring property or businesses, which is allowing you to expand territory. That was literally the three-pronged process that created Black Wall Streets all over America, right? Today, I look and say, man, we've got the technology. We've got the access to information. We have the ability to build these tribes overnight. It's not like I have to build a tribe in this city for a little while and then go to the next. No, I can literally build a tribe all over the world from where I'm at and bring them into this cause and unify them and then educate them and build them up and then mobilize them, right? Right now in the industry and what you're doing to reach back to those artists and to really help, what's your goal? What's your big vision on adding financial services to what you already knew for the last 20-something years?
I would say my major goal is bridging the gap. We have to bridge the gap to get people to understand that money that you're holding in your arm, on your chest, you need to do something with it.
Mm-hmm.
That cash, and honestly, the dollar bill ain't worth nothing.
That's right. It really
It
ain't.
really ain't worth. All the countries before, and this, like I said, it gets deeper and deeper. Before other countries would have to use U.S. money to buy something from Dubai or buy something from India. Well, now those countries are accepting those other countries' money, so the dollar bill has been devalued.
So since 1970, the dollar's actually devalued around 90%.
Absolutely.
So when I hear somebody come to me and say, Pat, I got a $20 an hour job, I'm like, well, if you just do the math,
You got $1.
you're making about $2 an hour. And then that's getting taxed.
Right.
And so you're going to go to work for 6.5 days because taxation is around 35% as a W-2 employee. So you're going to go work for 6.5 days. You're going to get 3.5 days that you're going to go to work for free. That's the JOB. They don't realize, because they don't understand how money works, and you're chasing this dollar, that dollar's outrunning you.
Yep.
Right? Now, that being said, I'm from the real estate world. Spent 15 years plus in the real estate world. And one thing that I learned, and it took me to get into real estate to understand money, is that dollar that I have, I could put it under my mattress. But here's the problem. Inflation. It's devaluing as it's laying under my mattress. I could take that money and put it in a bank. That's cool. But when's the last time your bank ever cut you a fat check, said thank you for leaving that money with us?
0.01, 0.03.
I say on the 5th of February because it ain't never happened. Right? And yet, people put their money in these places. But one thing I know is you have to put your money in an asset. Okay?
Yes.
Now, some of us think that our houses are assets. And it could be true, but there's two types of ownership. When you live in your home, that's not an asset. Because there's good debt and bad debt. Good debt makes you money. Bad debt takes your money. If you live in a home and you're paying for that mortgage, that's considered bad debt. It's not good debt. If life throws you a curveball, that could potentially cause you to go into a financial problem, right? But if you put it in good debt, meaning I'm buying a house, but I'm going to put that money to work. I'm going to buy this house. I'm going to rent it out. Now it's going to make me money. Well, if the average market is growing at 5%, and I have a $200,000 house, 200 times 5% means I'm gaining $10,000 a year, and I didn't have to do anything.
Absolutely.
It's just gaining me $10,000 a year.
Yes.
Plus, I'm putting equity in. Plus, I'm getting tax deductions because of doing that. And so I'm trying to show people where to put their money. Now, as an artist, it's a little slightly different because as a hip-hop artist, a lot of these guys think that if I put my money in this diamond chain, it's an asset. And I'm like, no. There's no way that diamond chain costs you $600,000.
Hey, diamonds are the resale value on a diamond is only like 25%. So if I buy a diamond for $100, if I take it back to you the same day, I'm only going to get $25. There's no money in diamonds.
So if any rappers are looking to sell your chain, I will buy it at 25%. Let me know.
There's no money. That diamond is just show. Everything that glitter ain't gold.
And I think that's why a lot of, like, when I made that comment earlier, like, a lot of the 40-year-old plus artists, they're getting rid of all the chains. They're not doing it. It's just the youngsters. But I feel sad when I see it because I'm like, man, all that money that's sitting on your neck, you're already losing the inflation. You're already losing the taxes. And now you're going to lose the devaluation as well.
I got guys in the jury game. I was talking to one on the way here. It's a 70% markup.
Yeah.
Just think about it now. It's a 70% markup on your jewelry. So if you spend $100 on your jewelry, technically your jewelry is only worth $30,000.
Yeah. Yeah, so whenever you go into the store and they're like, hey, look, let me go ahead and they give you the discount
calculator?
first. Yeah, they pull out the calculator.
That calculator?
Every freaking time.
Hey,
let me go ahead and give you a discount early. We ain't even started talking yet, but I want to go ahead and give you a discount early.
It's going to say $27,000. Okay, then they're going to get the calculator and see what percentage they want to charge you.
If I ever became a rapper today, I'd be the Moissanite King. That'd be my rapper name. I'd have Moissanite everywhere.
Yeah,
there wouldn't
absolutely.
be no real diamonds on me at all. All lab tested.
Yeah, if you have to have the look, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was looking at a post a few weeks ago. Tyrese got his AP sold. Guess what Tyrese said? I'll never buy another real watch. I'm Tyrese. If I put this watch on, y'all gonna think it's real anyway.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I spent $250, $300 on a watch. It's not an investment.
Ocho said it too.
See what I'm saying?
Hey, matter of fact, I liked how Ocho was when he was in the NFL. He was so tight with his money. They said that this is the tightest man with money you ever seen. He showed up with fake jewelry. He made his own food. Like, he was not going out. Like,
It's money smart.
that's it. And we got to build that.
I'm with it.
Financial literacy is the most important thing we need, but not being taught to us. You got to get financially educated. If you want to be able to be better in your craft, money will empower that craft.
Yeah.
If you have more money left over, instead of spending all that money into that jewelry or whatever you're putting it in, imagine if you put that money into finding the better financial advisors or the better people that would help you grow your money.
Yeah.
Because you have to put your money in assets, right? Cars, another one. People
my
go
God.
out and they want to buy these big banging cars.
As soon as you can't see the tail lights, you'll devalue 30%.
Mhm.
As soon as you can't see the tail lights. If I get down the road and make a left and go make a U-turn and come back around, you're only going to give me 70% of my car value that I just paid.
Yeah, so I'm from the car. Before I got in real estate, I was in the car business, and it's funny because where I buy cars today, I still have a 2019 Hyundai Azera. Well, it was actually 2017, but I bought it in 2019, and I went in January because I know all the new cars come out in November. So once the new cars come out in November, you can go to the lot, and they may still have that year, but it's already been titled. So I mean, not it's already been titled. It already has a Blue Book value. So now that that year already has a Blue Book value, instead of me, even though it's brand new, never been titled, I also can negotiate because it has a Blue Book value. That's some game that they don't definitely want to teach you.
They're not going to
And I
teach you.
promise you, if you go to the car dealership, he's still going to argue with me, but just believe the truth that they can't sell that car without a Blue Book value. The only way they can sell that car without Blue Book value is if it's still considered new in the year. There's no once a Blue Book value comes out,
Yep.
that,
September, October,
they have to
things
use that.
start changing.
So when I went and bought one of my cars, it was 2019. I was walking a lot looking for 2018 because again, it should be just a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I find it 2017. I'm like, hold up, is this right? He's like, yeah. Let me go get the keys. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be great. And when he's running to go get the keys, I'm like, 2017 Hyundai Azera mint condition, right? And it was like $45,000 on the sticker. Boom, $25,000. He's like, you like it? You want to drive it? Yeah, let me drive it. I drive it around. I'm liking it. I love it, right? I said, when do the warranties start in 2017 or they start when I title? No, they start when you title. Okay, good. Let me go get the numbers. Okay. He goes and runs and gets the numbers from the desk guy, comes back, and he sits down with these numbers. So monthly payment, I said, look, my guy, I'm not here to negotiate payments. I'm a real buyer. I'm going to buy this in cash. So let's talk price. All right. $45,000. No. So Blue Book value shows me 25. Oh, it's impossible. Let me go talk to the manager. He comes back 3 times.
Yeah.
It's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. I said, all right, well, let me know when it's possible. And I get up to go walk out, right? Manager comes out. Are you really a buyer? You can buy this car right now. Oh, absolutely. And because this is old, guess what? This goes towards your stipends from the factory because you finally got rid of it. So let me help you as well. We're already in the beginning of the year. Let me help you and you help me. I want this price. He said, deal's done.
Yeah.
You ready? All right, bet. I'll wire the money right now. And I got a brand new car, 5 miles on it, 50% off
Yeah.
because I know how to buy a car. That's called money smart.
That's called money smart.
Right?
I like that.
I'm not going out there. That's why I'm offering every rapper, if you want to sell some chains, let me know. Matt Sapala actually had we went to cigars with Matt, since you brought him up earlier. I went to go smoke cigars with Matt Sapala the other day.
Tuesday?
And he had, no, this was probably about a month and a half ago. And he had a watch he got from one of the members of Wu-Tang. And I was like, what? Let me look at it. And he's like, yeah, but didn't pay probably what he paid, but this definitely has some sentimental value, and
Right.
and it's like even him. I think he drives a Rolls Royce. He drives a Maybach. Nothing's new.
No, the Maybach he just got is a 2023.
Yeah.
And my brother has money, a lot of money, and he don't buy nothing new.
Yeah.
Nothing. That's what I learned. I learned a lot from him.
Ludacris said that he had like a 1980s, 1990s vehicle, and he'd be riding around in Atlanta in that old car, the car that he had, I think it was an Acura or something like that.
Acura Legend.
And he would be riding around in Atlanta in this old car, and they'd be like, "Man, you look just like Luda." It's like, yeah, I know, everybody says that.
Yeah.
But they couldn't believe that Luda, one of the, most well-known rappers out
That's his
there,
first car.
is driving around in this old car. He said, "Well, why do I need to spend all that money? My mama knows I made it. That's the only person that matters."
Man, Luda's smart.
My mama knows I made it. And so when I saw that, I said, man, that's genius. Jeff Bezos is another one. Jeff Bezos was riding around in a Honda, and they said, like, I don't know if he was a billionaire yet, but I want to say he might have been a billionaire or at least running $1 billion company. And they said, "Why are you driving in a Honda?" He goes, "Why? What's wrong with it? It still works. It runs great. What's wrong
Warren
with it?"
Buffett drives a Camry.
And he has a Cadillac. Old Cadillac. I was watching Warren Buffett. It said that in the morning, because he has stocks in McDonald's, so he likes to go to McDonald's in the morning for breakfast. And he says, based on his performance the previous day, he has 3 tiers of McDonald's breakfast that he chooses from. A billionaire
Yeah. I can believe it.
has 3 items, and based on his performance, so if he did not do good the previous day, he's gonna go with the
biscuit.
Yeah, the sausage biscuit. But if he did really good, he might get the
Big
McMuffin or
breakfast.
something like
Get the big breakfast.
Yeah, and it's like to think that a billionaire is operating with that frugalness, and yet what our artists are teaching the youngsters on accident, not because I don't think that they intentionally are trying to sabotage the youth, but they're teaching these artists, man, it's about the chain and what you can show. And it becomes a problem when a guy like myself, if the money guy shows up and I don't have the chains and the beautiful car and all this stuff. I mean, I got a nice car. I'm just a little bit older. But, how that impact, that them portraying that.
If they were smart, and that's me and Hurricane actually had one of these conversations in Atlanta one time, and this was only a couple years ago. He bought some jewelry from one of my jewelers, all diamonds. What he spent on his jewelry, and what I showed him my jewelry, I was like, "You see the difference? I don't have any diamonds. This is all solid gold."
And gold appreciates.
My value went up.
Yeah, gold appreciates.
So if you're gonna buy jewelry, just buy solid gold.
That's right.
Because it goes up.
And here's the funny thing, too. If you're really looking 20, 30 years out from right now, from this podcast, silver.
Yeah.
Because gold is a luxury item, right? And when the market and everything shifts, it's not going to be about the luxury market anymore. It's going to be about the actual hard resources that you need. Silver is going to be one of the most needed materials because we use it in everything that we do.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm telling people, man, hey, some silver out there, it doesn't matter. When you're trying to be flashy and have all these, it doesn't matter. But if you're going to invest gold, silver, minerals, stuff like that, you want to do
money
that.
Ain't real.
And silver's going to be. They say some experts say that silver actually potentially may be worth more than gold within the next 20 years, 10, 20 years.
I can believe it.
That's going to be crazy.
Because gold, they used to only trade gold and silver back in the day. So money really isn't real. They got rid of money back in 1837, 36.
Well, and so in 1970, we went off the gold standard. I remember my mom still has like dollar bills and stuff where they were color coded based on whatever it was backed by. So your dollar bills actually used to have like blue or green or red.
That's those certificates.
Based on the actual material it was backed by. This is backed by gold. This is backed by silver. Well, in 1970, we went off the gold standard, went to the debt standard, and our dollar bill became known as fiat money.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of that term?
Yes, I know. I've studied a lot about money. I know what the note means on the money. What is it? Says a dollar bill, light bill.
Talk to him.
You know what I mean? It's all not real. The
Okay,
note means
let's hit that.
Car note,
Let-
federal note.
Let's hit that. I like where you're going with that. Because what I'm telling people right now is when the money system changed, because you see what's going on right now, they want to push us to crypto, they want to crash the dollar bill. What I'm telling people right now is you need to get off that dollar bill. You need to put that money to work. Why? Because if you have too much money sitting in the bank, if you have too much cash laying around, here's what's happening. You're going to be left with the bill. You're going to be left with the note. And it's a debt instrument. You're in debt with that. You're supposed to leverage that debt to go purchase assets. So when I see these guys saving all this money and they got 100,000, 200, $250,000 just saved up in the bank, I'm like, my guy.
That's why I'm here to bridge that
You
gap.
think you have money,
You don't have
but
money.
when the money system changes,
Because they incorporated the Fed now.
that's it.
That's the new money system.
And so we're trying to get these guys money smart.
Yep,
You're in the music industry. You want to reach out to these artists,
definitely.
right? How can these artists find you?
You can reach me on Instagram. I am real live. I am REALLIVE. You can call me directly. I really don't care.
What's your number?
945-201-4624.
Now you might get some scammers and some whole bunch
I'm-
of other people.
I'm
Matter
not
of
worried
fact, if the wrong person watching this, he was just joking. He don't owe you any money. Don't call that number.
Yeah, I don't mind. I really want to bridge the gap. I really want to make an impact on society, the music industry, and not just the industry, our community.
That's right.
Because I'm from Oak Cliff,
Oh, Cliff.
born and raised.
That's my home.
That was my artist back in the day.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that was signed to Clout Records.
Okay.
So I really want to get really bridge the gap between our community and the money, artists and the money.
That's right.
You know, anybody that don't know, because we were never taught that.
Yeah.
We left with bills, GoFundMe's, and that just came about. But we were left with, hey, can you help them? Can you help them? Can you help them? Well, if we get life insurance, don't nobody need no help.
That's right. You know, I like what Young Dolph did before his passing, man. He bought houses and things that he knew how to invest. You know, I think it's funny how a lot of these guys listen to these rappers and they think that, you know, because he's a rapper or because he had a past, that, you know, he's making all this money illegally or that he's dumb. And no, there's some artists that come out here.
Master
Like Young
P,
Dolph.
I really respect him.
Oh, I love Master P. You know, my name is Patrick, so, you know, I'm Master P as well.
Hey, Master P, and to elaborate on Master P just a little bit so you artists will know, Master P worth about $500 million and ain't dropped a record in forever. So what does that say about him and his money?
That's right.
He know what he doing.
That's right.
You know, he buy a house. I might have, let's just hypothetically speaking, if I buy a house worth $1 million, the value might go up or down. If the market crash, it goes down.
Mm-hmm.
But if my interest rate is only 3-4%, and I got this other $1 million sitting in this insurance policy that's gaining 5, 6, 7, 8%, I'm still ahead of the game.
That's right.
And that's Master P. That's how he hustle.
Make them say, oh, that was good. I like that.
Yeah. So,
Well, man, hey, I appreciate you being on the show today.
no problem, man.
And,
I appreciate you having
man,
me.
let's turn the world upside down, man.
We're
Let's
gonna
get them
do
money
it.
motivated and money smart.
Yes, sir. We're
And
going to
so,
do it.
Big J.O. over here. Again, this is Impact Society, man. Stay tuned in. We got more people coming on this podcast to drop dimes, drop gems, just like what we did today, to get you money smart so you know how to be better in your community and be more impactful. So appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.